In this particular video we are going to learn about the basic interface of NX. So in NX, the commands are actually distributed among various tabs. We have home tab, curves, circles, assemblies, analysis, display, etc. And and in each tab, there are actually feature groups. That in feature groups, the commands are sub distributed according and are grouped according to certain similar functionalities. This is the basic introduction about the commands and their location. So we can access command from these tabs. Secondly from these feature groups, and thirdly by actually clicking on this particular search bar. In search bar, we can write any of the command, and that command will be accessed from this particular search bar. So this is all about commands. And now a little bit about the user interface. Here on the right top, you could see an enlargement icon. When you will click on this particular enlargement icon, your screen will look like this. Like your all the commands will disappear, and you can get them again by just going to the top of your screen and clicking by just going on the top of your screen, and in the center you will see these dots. And when will you will when you will hold your mouse there without pressing any of the buttons, then your command will reappear. So this is all about the basic user interface. And one more thing, on the left side, what we have a resource bar. This is the resource bar, and when in resource bar we have some basic settings. For example, when we uncheck pin to open, then these are all the resource bar commands, part navigator, etc. And when we have unchecked this particular command, and when we go to our screen, this will disappear automatically. But when it is checked, it will not disappear automatically. So make sure if you want your drawing area to be enlarged, make sure it is unchecked. So this is the second basic setting. And so these are some of the basic settings. Now we are going to actually draw our first part. So go to in NX. Our first part that we are going to draw will be a block. So where to access block? Come here in the in the home tab. Go to more, and in more go to block. You could find it in the design features block. It has been recently used, so it is also mentioned here. So go to block, and you have to actually edit the dimensions here, like the length. This is actually a 3D block. You have to edit all the dimensions like length, width, and height, etc. of this particular block. And once you have entered them, you have to click apply and OK. And this is actually centered at the center of the coordinate system, that is the origin of this particular block. And once you could also change this particular origin, like its reference, like XC, YC, and ZC. And for this particular at this particular moment, we are not going to change it. So we may go back. So I have actually added these dimensions 200, 120. I go to apply, and then I click apply, and we will get our block ready made here. So this is all about block. So this is our first part that we have created. Now we are going to see how we can do zoom in, zoom out. To do zoom in, zoom out, you have to actually simply use your scroll button of the mouse, and you have to use your scroll button to use zoom in and zoom out. Secondly, you have to, if you want to pan, so you have to click the wheel mouse, and you have to right click. You have to hold them at the same time, and your object will be panned. And thirdly, if you want to if you want to rotate it, you have to just press your middle mouse button, and it will be rotated. So these are some this is all about pan, zoom, and rotate. And you could also access them from this top ribbon, border bar options. Go to border bar options. In border bar options, you have to check view group, and you have to check it. Once you have checked it, you can also access these commands, like this is fit to window, and like pan, this is pan, and like zoom, so this is zoom. So this is all about our first video in NX, in which we actually created one part, and we tested some of the basic features on this particular part. So thank you for being here to learn about the basics of NX.